It's happened. It's finally here. After waiting so long, the console players now have access to Ready or Not. What's up, everybody? Right back at it again with another video. It feels like the first time in forever that the console players actually have something that's tactical and serious. Something that's like down to earth and talks about quite a bit of issues. And that is Ready or Not. I think the last time that they got anything like this was when Armor Reforger dropped on the console. But it's not exactly like Ready or Not. Like, Ready or Not is a very niche game that we haven't seen anything since SWAT 4. Other people have tried to replicate it, but they just haven't come close to Ready or Not. People are going to compare it to Rainbow Six Siege, but Rainbow Six Siege is just nothing like Ready or Not. This update comes with 2 new maps, one of which I thought we would never actually see the light of day. Fast Food is a map that we saw back in the alpha, but I thought that they had scrapped it. It seems that they decided to bring it back with the launch of the console. Kind of gives me hope for the future that we'll actually get to see some of the old alpha maps thought to have been scrapped. I liked a lot of them back there, so I was really surprised that they decided to do that. But anyways, we have 2 new maps. We've got Hunger Strike, which takes place at Chico's Mexican Restaurant Cuisine, or Fast Food, as they used to call it back in the alpha. And then we have Stolen Valor, which is an apartment complex. I believe it goes up at least 3 floors, and they're both pretty good maps. Got quite a few new weapons here. We've got the triple, cool little pepper ball pistol. It only shoots 3 rounds at a time, I believe. Then we also got this Mark V pistol. We got this mighty fine new shotgun here, 590M. We got the grenade launcher. There's a flash and a stinger version. This thing is OP as hell. If you ever wanted to easily get an S rank on a mission, this is your gun. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This thing is legitimately OP and certified baby mode. A lot of cool weapons that have made it to the game. Pretty cool. Now, this update isn't without its drawbacks. A lot of people were telling me that they were having issues with the AI on the new maps. They seem to be a little bit dumber than usual, but hopefully they'll fix that. Also, they seem to have wiped all of my progress. Like, all of my S ranks are just gone. I'm not sure if that was intentional or unintentionally done. I'm not sure. It's not a huge deal for me, given how I could easily get it back, but I'm not sure if that was supposed to happen there. But you're probably wondering why the title says that this is bittersweet. Well, it's because all of this comes at the cost of censorship, unfortunately. This kid used to be twitching, now it is not. This person used to have their dingus hanging out, now they do not. All these women used to be naked, now they're covered up. This dude used to have his dingus hanging out, but now he does not. There was a whole storyline with child diddlers, for lack of a better word, that I could actually say on YouTube. There was like a full-on storyline, and it would show like, not explicit pictures, but definitely give you the idea that they're doing like Jeffrey Epstein type shit. And I don't know, I just find it a little weird that they would decide to censor that, given what's going on right now, but I don't want to talk about that. You know, you got the point. You're going after child predators, and obviously they're going to have a lot of stuff that legitimately needs to be burned to the ground. I've also heard that some people said that they censored a lot more. They also said that they were going to hone back the gore a bit. They just basically completely neutered the game so that they could put it on console, which, in my honest opinion, doesn't make a lot of sense, given how there are a lot of games on the console that have nudity that have also talked about these subjects before, so I don't understand why Ready or Not needed to do that. I'd like to point to some examples of games that already have this, like say The Last of Us 2 has a straight up sex scene, or Cyberpunk, you know, those have a lot of sex scenes and nudity. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that has to deal with kids in other games as well, so I don't get why they needed to, especially after I had already paid for this game and now they just decided to change it up. They have a button to turn off crossplay, but they don't have a button to turn off censorship. Right?
Yep.
Is that right?
Exactly.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, that's exactly right.
That's pretty epic. Just what I wanted. I guess it just goes to show that we don't actually own our games, and developers can just do whatever the hell they want. In the grander scheme of things, Ready or Not is still a good game with new content, and this will likely be a side note in the history books. I should be excited that our console brethren have finally gotten the game that they've been asking for years. But it comes at the cost of integrity, and the price was censorship. That's all I really got to say about this. Had fun with the 2 new maps, you know, and yeah, you know, I'll be uploading those 2 gameplays, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.